Today we're counting down some of the most awkward and frustrating interviews from The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy's known for his charm, but sometimes even he can't keep things on track. Let's kick things off with the one Jimmy himself calls his most awkward ever, Robert De Niro. De Niro was Jimmy's very first guest back in 2009. Fallon was so nervous and De Niro, he barely spoke, just one-word answers like yup and nope. Jimmy later said he was sweating so much he called it flop sweat, and at one point he was so delirious he could barely see De Niro across the desk. Next up, the unforgettable Cardi B. When Cardi came on, her wild energy left Jimmy totally lost. He kept pausing, forgetting what to say, and you could feel the tension as the audience laughed just to fill the silence. It was as if Jimmy just could not keep up. Alright, then there's our girl, Nicole Kidman. Their 2016 interview was famously awkward. Nicole reminded Jimmy about their missed romantic connection, and both ended up giggling nervously, barely able to finish a sentence. Blake Shelton brought some real tension too. Blake confronted Jimmy for making fun of his album cover, and Jimmy kept the joke going even as Blake's patience ran out. And who could forget John Oliver? When Jimmy gave him a half-hearted compliment, Oliver called him out right on air, making Jimmy visibly uncomfortable. Now for the truly chaotic Joaquin Phoenix. During a game segment, Jimmy struggled to explain the rules and Joaquin looked totally lost. The two spent most of the time just trying to figure out what was going on, and Jimmy's frustration was written all over his face. And finally, the comedy legends Steve Martin and Martin Short. Every time they're on, they roast Jimmy non-stop. He can barely get a word in, and you can see him get flustered as the duo takes over the show. So even the best hosts have their off nights. Which awkward Fallon moment is your favorite? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more pop culture deep dives.